Adaptations. How animals survive.
Like plants, animals are also found all over the world. They live in the forests, deserts, and polar regions. Some animals live on the land, while some live in water.
The natural place where an animal lives and grows naturally is called its habitat. We can classify animals according to their habitats
into the following groups.
Terrestrial animals. Animals that live on land are called terrestrial animals. Elephants, tigers, lions, dogs, etc. are some terrestrial animals. Aquatic animals. Animals that live in water are called aquatic animals. Fishes, whales, turtles and octopuses, etc. are some aquatic animals. Amphibians. Animals that live both on land and in water are called amphibians. Frogs, toads, salamanders, etc. are amphibians. Arboreal animals. Animals that spend most of their time on trees are called arboreal animals. Monkeys, gibbons, chimpanzees, and tree lizards are some arboreal animals. Aerial animals. Animals that fly and spend most of their time in air are called aerial animals. Birds, bats, and most of the insects are aerial animals. Adaptations. Like plants, animals also have some special features in their bodies to live in their environment. The process of developing special features in the body to adjust to the surroundings is called adaptation.
Organisms that are able to adapt themselves in their surroundings can survive, and others that are not able to adapt
become extinct.
Adaptation in animals according to their habitats. Adaptation in terrestrial animals. Terrestrial animals like elephants, lions, tigers have legs to walk and run on land and lungs to breathe. They have well-developed nervous system and sense organs to feel the change in their surroundings.
Some have scales to crawl. For example,
snakes. Terrestrial animals live in deserts, mountains, and polar regions, etc. Desert are hot and dry places. Animals like camels are found here.
They have a thick skin and very little hair,
so that they do not lose much water.
They have broad, flat, and padded soles that help them move on sand. They have long eyelashes that protect their eyes from sandstorms.
Mountains and polar regions are very cold.
Mountain goats and yaks are found on mountains. Animals like polar bears and penguins live in polar regions. They have thick fur on their bodies to keep them warm. Polar bears, penguins, seals, etc. have a thick layer of underskin fat called blubber to keep them warm. In winters, they use the underskin fat as food.
Adaptations in aquatic animals.
These animals have fins or limbs to swim in water, fins of fishes, flippers of turtle, and webbed feet of swan help them to swim. They have special shape of their bodies that help them to swim. Most of them breathe through gills like fishes and crabs.
Whales and dolphins breathe through lungs.
Adaptations in amphibian. These animals have moist skin to breathe in water. They also have lungs to breathe on land. They have webbed feet to swim.
Amphibians, like frogs and salamanders, have strong back legs than front legs to hop and move on land.
Adaptations in arboreal animals. Animals like monkeys, gibbons, and koala bears have strong arms and legs to climb up and down a tree and for holding its branches. They also have sharp claws and broad hip girdles that provide them support while climbing. Adaptations in aerial animals. These animals have wings to fly. Their bones are hollow that make their bodies light. They have boat-shaped bodies that help them to cut through the air easily.
Adaptations in behavior. Some animals have different types of adaptations in their behavior to survive in extreme weather conditions.
Hibernation. The deep sleep of some animals like polar bear, lizards, and frogs during winter is called winter sleep or hibernation. During summer, they eat a lot of food. In winter, they become inactive and go in deep sleep.
Estivation.
Animals in deserts like snakes take a long sleep during hot summer months. This summer sleep is called estivation.
3. Migration. Siberian cranes live in extremely cold places. They cannot survive in the cold winters there. So they leave their homes in winter and fly thousands of kilometers to warmer places in search of food and shelter. They go back to their native places when winter ends there. Similarly, other animals also regularly move from one place to other. The seasonal mass movement of animals to a more favorable environment is known as migration. Humpback whales feed in polar regions but move to tropical oceans when winter comes for breeding.
Do we know?
Body temperature of some animals, like reptiles, fishes, and amphibians, changes with the change in temperature of the surroundings. Such animals are called cold-blooded animals. Body temperature of some animals, like mammals and birds, remains the same irrespective of the surrounding conditions. Such animals are called warm-blooded animals.
Adaptations for protection. Animals are hunted and eaten by other animals, so they need protection from their enemies in their surroundings. Let us see how animals adapt themselves to protect from their enemies.
Camouflaging. The color and shape of some animals, like zebras, leaf insects, and grasshoppers, are such that they can merge with the surroundings. This is called camouflaging, and these animals are called camouflaging animals. Camouflage makes an animal hard to be seen in its surroundings. This adaptation protects them from their enemies. A chameleon changes its body color according to the surroundings to escape from its enemies. Arctic foxes live in polar regions. They have brown coat in summer. They grow white fur in winters to merge with the surroundings. 2. Shells and spines. Tortoises and snails have hard shells that cover and protect their soft bodies. Porcupines and hedgehogs have sharp spines to protect themselves from their enemies. Strong legs. Some animals like deer, giraffes, and ostriches have strong legs. They can run very fast whenever they sense any danger.
Poison.
Some animals, such as bees and wasps, have stings to protect them. They use their stings to inject poison into the bodies of their enemies.
Cross-curricular. Write a poem on adaptation of animals and present it in class. You may start your poem as adaptation, a special skill that helps animals survive. They adapt to the habitat to keep themselves alive.
Adaptations for food. Animals can also be categorized on the basis of their eating habits into the following 5 groups. 1. Herbivores or herbivorous animals. Cows, buffaloes, deer, etc. are herbivores. These animals eat only plants and plant products. They have sharp front teeth, cutting teeth or incisors for biting, and strong back teeth, grinding teeth or molars to chew the plant. 2. Carnivores or carnivorous animals. Lions and tigers are carnivorous animals. These animals eat the flesh of other animals. They have sharp, tearing teeth, canines, for hunting and tearing flesh of their prey.
Omnivorous or omnivorous animals.
Crows, bears, and human beings are omnivores. These animals eat both plants and flesh of other animals.
To which category do you think humans belong to?
4. Parasites. Some animals, like lice and bedbugs, live on the body of other animals and suck their blood. Some animals, like tapeworms and hookworms, live inside the body of other animals and get their food.
The animals that live in or on the body of other animals are called parasites. The animals from which parasites get their food are called hosts.
5. Scavengers.
These animals eat the flesh of dead animals.
For example, vultures and hyenas.
Vultures have a strong and sharp beak to tear the flesh. Endangered animals. Organisms can adapt to various conditions, but to a certain limit. Sometimes the surrounding conditions become extremely harsh for an animal to survive. In these conditions, the number of animals starts decreasing and ultimately they disappear from the earth. Dodo is one of the few animals that has already disappeared from the earth. The animals that do not exist on the earth now are called extinct animals. Because of various human activities like cutting of forests to build factories, houses, and roads, existence of many other animals is in danger. The animals that are in danger of becoming extinct are called endangered animals. Tiger and giant panda are examples of endangered animals. We should take steps to conserve these animals, otherwise, they will become extinct in the coming years.
Look beyond. More than 1 million plants and animals are at a risk of extinction. With the help of the internet, list 5 such animals. Find how can we protect them and what is being done to save them. Update. Due to human efforts for the conservation of animals, the giant panda is no longer in the endangered category. Points to remember. On the basis of habitat, animals are classified as terrestrial, aquatic, amphibian, arboreal, and aerial. Animals adapt themselves to survive in extreme weather conditions and to protect themselves from enemies. Different animals have different eating habits. We should take steps to conserve animals that are in danger of becoming extinct.